Good Saturday to all my friends. This is Marcus from Metaphysics. Good day to you. Okay, now is Singapore coming to 8 p.m. So hope you've taken your dinner. Anybody around? Just say a hi to me. I'll pop in early today. Pop early because yeah, it's actually not early. It's 8 p.m. Okay. Yeah. I have been having a long day for many days for the last few days. Okay, so yeah, today just want to turn in early. So if you are here, just say hi to me. If we have some good time together. All right. So who is here? Hey, Ming Chen, nice to see you. And we have Peter, we have Jennifer. Hey, Jen, hello, hello. Who else do we have? Come, pop in, say a hi. Uh, so I know who are the familiar names and familiar faces down here. Give me some love, give me some like. Okay, love always goes a long way. So who else do we have? Elizabeth. Good, good, good. Hey, your fat finger. Make sure you press a happy or a like. You don't accidentally press an angry face. Okay, another friend of your of yourself press angry face again. Okay, who do we have? Ming Chan, Jason. Hiya, 안녕하세요. Okay, come. Okay, today is going to be about Feng Shui 101. Feng Shui 101. Okay, so let's have some relaxed chit chat session. And ask questions along the way, make it light and easy to understand. Okay, it's at least not so heavy. My screen become blur. Hey, come on, come back. Okay, am I back? Is blur. What happened? Am I in focus now? Okay, good, it's back. Let me turn on my screen. Good. Okay, this is my logo. Okay, everybody should know me. Howdy. We have who else we have? We have Ray, we have Katan. Nice to see you, Katan. And who else? Carmen. Okay. So today's session very straightforward. Is all about my slideshow went dead for a moment. Let me turn on my slides and can you see my screen, by the way? You can see my screen, huh? Okay, there is some hiccup at my slides here again. So let's see how to resolve this. Oh, just now it's okay. What happened? Testing, 1, 2, 3. Trying to turn on my slides. Give me a while. I see what's wrong with my slides. As I say, I'm not a expertise in slides. So what happened? Okay, what happened? Give me a minute. So today's session is really, while I'm getting out my slides, today's session is really about 101 of Feng Shui. So any of you down here are actually into Feng Shui? Type a me down here, as in like you started doing Feng Shui for yourself, or you started learning Feng Shui, whatever school of thought it is. As long as you've started doing something about Feng Shui for yourself, then you type a me lah. Okay, so at least I know that who have been doing something on Feng Shui already. If you have been doing something on Feng Shui, doing your own consults, doing your own reading, just type a me. If you are totally nowhere, as in like you have not tried anything doing Feng Shui for own self, then type a no. Okay, so give me a minute while I'm trying to set up this thing. As I told you, I'm not a tech guy. So having some troubles figuring out how to get this up and running. So you can see my screen now, right? Somehow or rather, it's hang, is it?
Yeah, it's hang.
Testing.
Can still hear your voice, but the screen is hang.
Can you can still hear? Now I'm back. Now I'm back, and my slide is back, and my slide is back. Okay, what the? All right. Sorry for the hiccup. Okay, so okay. Who have Doris has been practicing feng shui. Paul is no. KH yes. Ted yes. Mark Lim yes. Jason yes. Okay. So today's primary is about 101 on feng shui. So when I say 101 on feng shui, means the 101 101 before we start feng shui, which I always like to revere back to our three ancestors who are very important. Our three ancestors, they are the three, right? The King Wen of Zhou, Fuxi, and Confucius. Okay, salute, thank you to them. Without them, there will be no Yi Jing. Okay, and there will be no a lot of amazing, profound topics that we're gonna have now. Without them, no Yi Jing. Okay, so must say thank you to them and respect them. And while we do Yi Jing, respect Yi Jing. Okay, okay. Now let's come back. So 101 for today. 101 for today. For 101, today primarily, when you see this picture, when you see this picture, let me ask a question. Can you do this? Can you do this kind of position? If you, those who say can, please type yes. Those who say think that you cannot do this position, type a no. Me, no. Okay. Who thinks you can do this, type a yes. Who thinks that you can't stand in this way, type a no. Okay, I want to see who. Jason, no. Okay, Jason, you young man, Jason. All right. Who else? Who else think you can, type a yes? If you cannot, type a no. Hey, Carolina, you can. That's good. All right. KH when young can. I'm saying now lah. Okay. So Paul, no. Who else? Hey, there's a lot. There's 42 people down here. So come, let's be fun. Let's share, let's talk, let's chit chat. I'll bring you through the 101, okay? Eat liao boy. Seriously, I'm not taking my dinner yet. Okay? Okay, I can't do this. But do you think for those who can do this, you also need some good foundations in order to do this kind of posture? Yes or yes? So it's always the same thing. When we study about any topic, and for today about feng shui, it's always foundation first, then tactical. If the foundation is not sitting right, imagine you didn't go and you've not been jogging for 5 years, out of nowhere, come, tomorrow let's go for a half marathon. I think you better call the ambulance to get ready. Foundation foundation means what? There are some things you should have been doing and build the fundamentals. So that with the fundamentals there, you're able to apply tactics. Correct or not? It's just like any sports that you are playing. Tennis, sprinting, volleyball, all this, even Yong Chun, anything. We need to have proper fundamentals, muscles, stamina. Even for karaoke, you need to have proper stamina before you can sing really well and go for competition. You know those singers who went for concert, they really practice their stamina, stamina, the chi, the diaphragm, everything, so that they can really sing for long hours and maintain the standard. Or else it just okay, everything that we are into, that we are seriously into, we need to have good foundation. Then we talk about tactical. Tactical means the method, the secret, the 招数, you call it in Chinese, the special strokes, okay, the special formula, okay, the wow kind of thing. Okay? So, but in feng shui, it's the same logic. If you don't get the foundations correct, applying whatever you call it, flatland dragon, or you call it seven star, or you call it whatever, 悬空, or you call it what, flying star, flying stars, flying chart, or whatever flying. Okay. If you don't have the right foundation of basic things about feng shui, you can't apply feng shui. So that's why I keep emphasizing today's is really foundation. Okay, foundation, and I'm not going to cover into very deep topics of very tactical stuff, because if you don't get this right, you screw up for the rest of all the feng shui assessment. All right, okay. So now for today, any question you have on along the way that fits the topic, you can ask. All right, okay. So Yes, once again, I can't do this. Okay, I don't think I can do this in my next life also, because I don't practice. Okay, so now, today, okay, the 101 for Feng Shui. Today's session is really for those friends who are totally new in Feng Shui. Okay, for totally new in Feng Shui, that means you are not familiar about Feng Shui, you want to start learning Feng Shui, you're starting to read about Feng Shui, you start to hear a bit of here and there, Facebook here and there about Feng Shui. So you are beginning to understand more about Feng Shui. Today's topic is good for you. Today you are also the right audience if you want to have better understanding of the foundation part of Feng Shui. Okay, foundation part, the understanding, the right positioning, the right mindset, the right question, the right cutting in approach. Okay, if you're starting, if you're one of those friends who have started to apply, you've done something about Feng Shui, and sometimes work, sometimes don't work. Most of the time doesn't work. You're wondering why. Today is also good for you. When those friends who have started to apply and try to figure out what probably would have went missing. Okay, so hope that you will learn something today. And also, for friends who have been applying that 10-15 times and you literally only get one time result, then something is very fundamentally wrong. Okay, or friends who don't know how to even start applying Feng Shui, today is for you. Today is really not about learning how to use luo pan. No, today I'm not going to cover how to learn luo pan. If you are here to see, to learn how to use luo pan, luo pan, there are so many things inside. The standard 3元3合罗盘, and so yeah, by the way, talking about 罗盘, recently I think one of my friend asked what kind of 罗盘 should he buy. Okay, so my answer to him is this: 罗盘 there are like generally 3元3合综合 okay, but these are the ancient. But nowadays there are many masters coming out with their own 罗盘, okay, and the own 罗盘the own 罗盘 with this 罗盘so there are many different forms, and with these many different forms end up they have their own versions of what to put on the metal template. So with this what to put, that's why there may be many versions. So some of them include the heaven, the earth, the human plate inside. So you see a half a cycle faster, okay, half a 24 mountain faster lah. Some of them add 20 flying star inside. So they add many things inside. So that they have their own revisions. So end of the day, whatever they put on the thing, it comes down to what you are trained in, so that you can use the luo pan with the right understanding. Okay, and the luo pan, the most important thing is the needle, the needle. Okay, the needle. Okay, and whatever that's on top that you know how to use. Anything that's printed below, the wala, whatever mantra, picture, whatever symbols, whatever Tibetan stuff, these are all for marketing purposes. Okay, yeah. So the key importance on the luo pan is the needle and on the stuff on top, on the template that you know how to use. The rest are all just extra. Okay. So if you got a very good luo pan but the needle sucks, so then you need to reconsider lah. Okay. And today I'm not going to cover about the details of tactical application. So if you're here for that, wrong number, you can leave now. Okay. And I'm not going to go in depth into the different schools of Feng Shui. Okay. But the 101. So if you think you are here to the right audience, then you can stay on. First and foremost, just to introduce a bit, Marcus have been doing all these videos. Some of them are still around, some of them are not around, some of them are closed door. So if you are interested to find out some stuff about Qi, 八字, application, date selection, Feng Shui, Yi Jing, general knowledge, nuberment, lucky sectors, all are down here. Maybe even something about US 八字. All these some of them are still in Facebook. You can recap. But today, back to 101. Okay. So if you're interested to recap this video, you can just go. So for the 101, but yeah, by the way, today I'm also going to do this for you. For friends who wants to know about the art of mobile reading from your mobile number, I can literally tell you which aspect of the Feng Shui are good or pretty much screw up that is affecting you from the mobile number. It says, if it's from a mobile number, I can roughly tell you, roughly from a mobile number, I can say about your strengths and weaknesses. I've been doing that for more than a year on live. But through a mobile number, you can also see from a Feng Shui perspective where are the aspects which are probably pretty screwed up, which means needs your attention. Okay, all right, come. So far nobody got any question so okay lah, then I keep going lah. Okay, Aggie, you're clueless on feng shui no lah. I think you're good in feng shui lah. Okay, you just humble lah. Okay, so for those who wants to have some fun, right, the rule is simple. Okay, just share this video, send the screenshot of the share of this video to this number. Okay, send the screenshot to this number, and if my wife selects you, then you are going to be in for a WhatsApp call live, then we talk. At the same time, I need your mobile number also, so please don't type your number in the Facebook, and you just need to share and screenshot, send the picture to this WhatsApp, and my wife selects you, she'll contact you and we will talk live. You must be able to talk live, okay, because there's a lag down here in this Facebook media, so I don't want to ask a question, 10 seconds you answer, ask another question, 10 seconds you answer. It's going to be not very effective. Okay. Jen Ho, Qi Men Feng Shui, Yi Jing Feng Shui, Qi Men can give faster result? No. The fast or not depends on number one, whether the foundation is applied correctly or not, which I will cover some later. Number two, what kind of methodology are you applying? That some of the methods are longer, faster. Some methods are longer, slow and steady. Some of the methods are faster but quickie. Okay, and it also comes down to number three. Are you taking actions also or not? Some people just want to 4D, striking lottery, but they do nothing. Then too bad lah. Because a lot of times it's really about your action versus the chi have to match, have to be incongruent, or else signal mismatch, nothing you can get. Okay, Jen? Okay, Mark Lim, is the Lopan needle keep jumping means magnetic field is strong? One reason the Lopan needle is jumping is probably the way you hold also not pretty stable. That's one common reason. It's jumping. If the Lopan needle is moving this way, then probably there are some interference. Maybe you are standing near something that's of a solenoid nature, standing near a lift, so the needle moves in this way. Okay. If your needle move in a lot, in a big variation, maybe upstairs, downstairs, somebody is also causing some interferences. It's very normal to have a different reading in the house and outside the house. If your needle is not moving this way, but your needle is moving this way, probably you need to keep the Lopan, get out of the house for a while, take a smoke, have some fresh air, drink a bottle, drink a can of Coke, and then you come back. Okay, if the needle is moving this way lah, okay, round and round. Okay, usually it doesn't right? Usually it doesn't There are a lot of ghosts in the world okay. In Chinese call it 什么鬼色鬼胆小鬼吝啬鬼贪心鬼很多鬼but then don't care okay. You do your part can already okay. Alright. Okay. So let's come back. So if you're interested for me to see your mobile number and see from your feng shui what is good or screwing you up then just do accordingly So now back to 101. The number one most important 101 on feng shui is this: objective first, then reading. A lot of people for those friends who are looking for a house type me if you are one of those friends looking for houses. Is there a lot of friends looking for houses then you come ask, hey Marcus, this house feng shui good or not? Then I was staring at him like your good is not my good, so what is your good? Correct what? Your good is not my good, so how to know which good leh? My love is not your love correct or not? Also example you go pak tor then no that's how you're single, then a friend introduce you this guy very good then good in what? Good in the nose, good in talking, good in cooking, good in saying nice word, good what? Good in character, which aspect? So the good has to be more clear. Even the same thing when you are interviewing a guy, good where? This guy is good. If this guy is good in operation, but you're hiring a guy to sell, the good must be good in selling, then it's of your consideration so the good must be your good, then it's called good. Okay, so same thing when you look at a feng shui, you must see what is the objective that you're looking for. So if you're looking for a house and the house like before you see whether the house feng shui good or not, the number one question is you like the place, you like the design, you like the environment. Now this is a place where you like. Always come from the first cut, you like the place. Then after that, then you start talking about, oh, the second question. I am going to be focused a lot on career. Example only, I'm single, so 80% of my time will be on career, on top of career, mainly career. Then look for a house that's good in career lah. If you got no health issue, no nothing, must you put your health as number one reason to look for a house? No. Okay, so the thing that you've been working very hard on, spending a lot of time, energy, money, effort for the last 1-2 years to be better at it, to solve the problem, to overcome the challenge, to be really good in it, to raise your status and level, the thing, the effort that you're putting a lot will be the key part objectives usually. Okay, so you look for a house that are supportive of your objective. Okay, same thing. When you read, always ask what are you trying to get out of it. So what are you looking for? What are you trying to achieve? Okay, so always comes to the angle of what are you getting out from there before you even start doing any reading. Be clear, see? If you are not clear in what you're trying to get out and you start to read, you will get lost. You'll just be going anally into the ready, fire, then you aim. Not the way, right? Ready, you aim and then you fire, ma. So always the 101 rule is objective first. If you're not clear objective, whatever you're trying to read, whatever plot, whatever chart, whatever assessment, whatever feng shui, it's going to be quite blurry, fuzzy, confusing, and maybe one question leads to 10 later on, and you become more, what are you here for? Okay, so always same thing. If whenever my friends ask me to do a feng shui assessment, I always ask, what is your objective? Because I don't want to end up you doing a feng shui, then just feel good doing feng shui. Feel good. There are many ways. I watch Netflix, I can also feel good. Why do a feng shui? Spend so much money for what? Okay, I can eat ice cream. I can feel good also. Why do feng shui? Why feel good? So always have an objective. I always ask them, what are you trying to achieve? What are you trying to overcome? What are you trying to get better with? Maybe the husband is career growth. Maybe the wife is better relationship and career stability. Then I come from that angle and do the assessment of the feng shui. It has to be done in that way lah. Okay, so all clear. If you so far you get something, you so far you get it very clear already. You type, you give me a love or you type a good. Okay, key thing, always ask yourself, any plot, any reading, any chart, must ask, what is your question? What are you trying to get out of it? What is your key concern? What are your objectives? Must ask this, okay? If you don't ask, then you chong, then you are really like you don't end up aiming at the wrong target. Okay, so number one, objective first, then you talk about anything else. Paul type what? I don't know what I'm talking. Oh, the investment. Okay. So now that's clear. So the objective has to be usually something. If you ask them, they don't know. They're still like, sometimes people also don't know what they want. Then you ask them, what is the thing that you have been doing, spending a lot of time, a lot of energy, a lot of effort, a lot of attention, a lot of money on in the last 6 months to a year, that you're trying to be better with, to overcome, to improve, to transform, to break through, to resolve. You ask them, look back. Then if they can see something out, then it's usually that's the objective really. At least for the near term, the next 1 year. If they can't even recall, then you can say thank you very much. Maybe you go back and sleep for a while first. Okay, okay, that's the way to do. Okay, so the next thing, the next 101 that you really need to near down on is really this. After you ask the first question, this is the most important question. After this, then you ask, you want enough for yourself, or then you proceed. If you are just asking for fun, then just for fun. So the next important thing, the 101 is you must smell the person asking whether they really want something out from it. They are willing to put in effort. They really want enough of that thing, or they're just really asking for fun, join in the crowd, and their level of seriousness will also affect the effectiveness of the Feng Shui. For example, I got a friend who asked me about Feng Shui. Then I tell her after assessing, I tell her some of the stuff. Then I ask her, hey, you should, I give her advice. After 6 months, I call her and then I ask her, hey, how's things going? Then she said, oh, I actually, I'm jobless now. What? I go and fire my boss. You what? Yeah, I go and fire my boss. Oh, so you fire a boss with a job or without a job on the table? Without. Oh. Then I told her, hey, do you remember last time I told you one thing? I told you that one of the things you need to do for yourself, you say you want to improve in life. One of the key things you need to do for yourself, at least one major service for yourself, is for those people that are important in your life, that are important for your goals, try to say more nice things, because the way you talk are very tactless, very straightforward, okay? And it can offend a lot of people. I told you that. Obviously, it's either the character overrun or you don't want enough of what you want in life, of the goal. So because of your tactlessness, your straightforwardness, you always clash with the boss. End up no job. You fire the boss. So a lot of times when we ask, we need to assess the other party, whether Feng Shui or any course you're attending. Sometimes they do a survey on you for you to sign up also, to see whether you're serious enough in wanting your goals or not. You do you find that familiar? Okay, because so many shares topic are you?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, because if they are not wanting enough, that also make it clear that it's going to be pretty much going nowhere after the whole session of assessment Feng Shui. Okay, so you have to see whether the things that you want, the objective, you really want it enough. They are literally the must have, or it's a good to have goal. If it's a good to have goal, then usually it will affect the seriousness of the person taking action. Okay, so it's very important, friends, when you are doing Feng Shui, the objective that you want, are you serious? Okay. Oh, by the way, talking about objective, if I got a friend coming and ask me, hey Marcus, I want to do Feng Shui, then I'll ask them, what's the objective? If anybody can tell me, oh, I want a very rich wife, I want to retire early, I want 5 million in 2 years, I want good health, I want to enjoy my life, travel the world, then I'll look at them and ask them to assess their life again and their mindset. Not the practical. The key objective is usually that 1 or 2. Okay, the key objective is usually that 1 or 2 key. Okay, which are the must have. The rest probably is a good to have already. Okay, you must try to spell it out. Hey, hi Sino, nice to see you around. So for a Feng Shui to be workable or not, one of the things is you must smell for yourself or for the person that you're doing for. Are they wanting enough? Then you proceed. Okay, if they don't want enough, they're just having it for fun, then you roughly know also that it will affect the overall outcome. Okay, the third thing that you need to know is this Feng Shui is all about be practical than metaphysics. When I say that, it means this. I've seen people wanting, this year five yellow is in the southeast. So 2021 5 yellow in southeast. Oh, southeast how? It's my master bedroom leh. How? Then I must get out of my master bedroom lah. Then I must go to that room which is very good. That room is bedroom number 2, which is where my maid is sleeping. Then my maid sleep where lah? Never mind lah. Then my maid goes to the master bedroom lah. Siao. Don't do this kind of thing, okay? Be practical. Okay? So if you end up, I've seen this kind of cases before. Then end up you screwing yourself up. When I say be practical, it must be something that still makes sense, something that's not way inviting a lot of question mark down the road where it's totally out of the norm. Okay, so when applying Feng Shui, also it's like, how Marcus, the five yellow is in my kitchen, then how? Then can I shift my stove to the bedroom? Siao again. Really, there are some people, the nuts somehow screw wrongly. You see, you know, in the whole building design, certain floorings are made double so that it avoids leaking. Okay, the water penetration. Certain pipings are there. You shift the stove to the living room. Then you go and shift yourself to the small room. Ask a maid to go to the master bedroom. Aiyo. Then in the end, what? If the fire yellow is at the door area, then you close the door, then you get out, you jump down the balcony. No way, right? Don't do this kind of thing, please. Okay. So always practical come first. When I say practical, it means a lifestyle that still makes sense. A lifestyle that still makes sense. Okay. So when you for example, when one of the practical thing is when a living room, a hall is for whole family. A bedroom is for resting. If you extra bedroom, then maybe other purposes. Then do accordingly. Then it's okay. Okay. Don't try to do really out of the weird stuff that screws up your life. Then you start to scratch head. I just say don't get too paranoid. Hey, don't be surprised. People who are in the situation will get paranoid, and they don't find it paranoid. Okay, you cannot see your nose, correct? No, people who are in the paranoid mode, they cannot see that they are paranoid. Okay, shouldn't that be the way? Okay, and then another kind of being practical is this. You see, if your house is, let's say, a studio apartment. Some people say must put the weight metals at southeast. The bigger the better. Then you really buy a huge dumbbell and put at the southeast. You know that your house is not big. You go buy a freaking big dumbbell and put it down there in the middle of nowhere. What try to do is like, then you walk also can trip over. So one of the things to be practical is the lifestyle must match the norm of how you live your life as a human being. The second thing is whatever that you are putting must be incongruent with the space. For example, I got a friend who is a Buddhist. Then he was actually his house was a landed, big man. Then in the end, he asked me, hey, where should I put my shrine? I think that's a good corner. Then in the end, he put a very small figurine. It's so small than this one in the living room. Then I asked him, hey, bro, something's very wrong. Whenever you put something to activate, maybe a shrine, location, altar, or for praying, your living room is so freaking big, landed. Then you put some small thing down here to activate. The size doesn't match. In Chinese, you call it 格局, 格调, salah. Okay, something it's just like you got a very big face, you got a very small eye. Also, a bit weird, right? And you got a very small face, but you wear a very freaking big glasses. Also cannot match, right? The size must match the face. The size must match the space. Same thing. Okay, so practical means the size. Practical means the lifestyle. Practical means as a norm in the market. Okay, so please don't do funny stuff. Okay. William must sleep with maid. Singapore got this thing called the women charter. Okay. If you are a boy, then you sleep with maid, okay lah. If you are a man, you don't end up the women charter side of the whole story, where half of your thing, your properties will be gone. Okay, come. Okay, so be practical, then metaphysics. Whenever you are doing stuff, always come from very practical angle. Okay, some people do Feng Shui. 悬空大卦, must go and tilt the door until 45 degrees. Then in the end, make until the whole thing very awkward to come in, and the whole space also gone. Then it's like, then sometimes if that is too inconvenient to do, then don't do lah. There's still many more other things that you can still do one ma. As long as it's not a deal breaker, don't try to die must change the door direction. Okay, so another thing is must change the period of the house of the building. How to change? Heavens, earth, and luck must change. Then you can flush out the whole chi. Refresh. If you see, if you stay in a apartment, how to tear the roof? No chance, right? Then you imagine, if some people say the roof must open for 100 days. Roof open for 100 days, then the heavens luck is refreshed. It depends on how you see it. Okay, you see, if you are tearing down the whole thing, then no problem. If you're not tearing down the whole thing, you want to refresh the period, you open the freaking roof for 100 days. What happened? The rain, the bird shit, the sun, everything will just go into the house, no? Then how are you going to settle inside the house? Then open the roof for 100 days. This is the thing lah. So in olden time, it's practical, but in modern context, there are many ways to refresh a lot of things. The chi, okay? So literally, okay, there are many ways to change a period, okay? The heaven, earth, and human way of flushing to change the period of the house, that is more of a olden time, and you want to do it whole, the full scale. But there are many more ways. In life, be practical, okay? I can scratch my head. If my hand is tight, I can still scratch my head. Okay, this way, not free, I can still scratch my head. There are many ways in life I can still do many things, okay? That is still practical. So be a bit flexible, okay? Okay, so this is one of the key things you must know in applying Feng Shui. Number 1, objective. Number 2, you want enough that goes or not. Number 3, practical always must come first. Okay, so far you're learning something, you give me a love or like. Okay, any questions so far, Katan asked maid to go home. Nowadays go home also very scary. You pay for the etiquette. Sometimes they don't go home before sick, even more scary in Singapore. For many, depending on what you want to drive at, security. Right, come, okay, stop the chef already. Okay. Okay, so Mark Lim, open one tile is sufficient, right? If you cannot open any tiles, then open one tile is better lah. If you can open 3 tiles, then 3 tiles better than 1 lah. If you can open all the tiles, then all the tiles better than no tiles lah. Okay, it depends on what you are doing, okay? So it's a subjective comparison, okay, put it this way. Alright. Okay. So practical, then metaphysics, always remember, don't go and do weird stuff that you invite questions and then Oh, by the way, do you know what's the best Feng Shui? The best Feng Shui is literally this. You have done something in the house minimal. End up you don't need to buy a lot of stuff. You're using whatever the furnitures, whatever that's in the house already, you're using back those stuff for activation. And through a assessment of Feng Shui, you do Feng Shui, your house don't end up looking like a temple. You spend minimal, your house don't look like a temple. You're using the stuff inside the house to do stuff, to activate, and you still get result with minimal cost. That's the best Feng Shui. Okay, and at the same time, your friend go to your house and also find that your house don't end up looking like a temple. Very good. Hey, where's the Feng Shui that you've done? They cannot understand. They cannot see where is it. That's weird or something, but you've done something and the effects are there. That's the best Feng Shui. Okay, so always come from the angle of what you can do that's at minimal cost, most effective, and yet your lifestyle stays norm. Okay, that's the best Feng Shui. Okay, all right. So come. So the next thing about Feng Shui is this: verify with your past, then you go for a diagnostic. Verify with your past, then you go for a diagnostic. It's just like this. You go to a doctor. Then, go in. Hey, hi doctor. Then the doctor asks you, yes, so how can I help you today? You're the sick guy. You can't be saying, you guess. Correct or not? When you go to the doctor asks you, are you okay? Where are you wrong? You can't be saying, you guess. You know, some people do go for live reading, go for Feng Shui. You go to verify things with them. They say, you tell me lah. You see, I see whether you are correct or not. Or you guess lah. Or you tell me more lah. Wow, I'm going to slap them sometimes. Because sometimes in Feng Shui, it's very important to really, we are there to help. So we can see certain past event. If we see certain past events so that we are sure of some of the angles and some of the stuff that we are trying to confirm. Only when we are able to confirm, then we can provide the thing called diagnostic, assessment, recommendation, advice. It says that doctor asks you, anything wrong? Then you say, oh yeah, doctor, I've been going through diarrhea for the last 1 day. Then doctor asks you how many times, where have you been, where have you eaten, or do you vomit and diarrhea or only one, kind of stuff, and look at your fever and your tongue and see whether you have any inflammation. They look at this kind of stuff. Then they prescribe you the medication. Same thing lah. So in a feng shui assessment, we must always walk. One of the most important thing, any bugger who go to your house and do feng shui, the first thing you do is take out pan and look and do stuff inside the house. You have to be, your antenna have to come out. Because usually that's no. We don't do feng shui assessment by go to the house, go in, and then take a low pan. Here. No way, no chance, okay? We never, ever, never, should not, will not, proper one, will not do that. Proper feng shui, always go around the surrounding. Take a look. After taking a look, then they can ask questions to confirm. Hey, in the year 2011, have this thing been happening? In the year 2015, are there any issues regarding litigation, court case? In the year between the year 2009, 2008, 09, is there somebody who's in the family who's critically ill or passed away? This kind of question you can ask to verify the past, to counter check what you're seeing, so that you know, and then you do the next step. Okay, this is very important. This is very important. Any bugger will go to a house without going around. They go in and straight away do stuff. Your antenna has to be up, your eyes have to be big, and you have to be more careful. Okay, because it's usually shouldn't be the case. Okay, all right. Any question? Jane, I have 2 fish tanks, so I can move them yearly to different spots of the house to fulfill feng shui of the year. Jane, before I talk about fish tank, you must ask again. Question 1, come guys, type in. What's the first thing? You don't go around like I have been through the phase of every Chinese New Year. I will buy, hang, and what then like monkey. Then my wife will stare at me like monkey also. How come every year I'm doing funny stuff? Put here, buy stuff, put, and then every year I refresh. Then in the end, this cannot go on. I've been doing like monkey for so many years. Then I try to learn the method. I test it out myself, and internally I don't buy anymore. I use house furniture to do myself. Okay. So because of the objective. So the rule number 1, Jane, before you shift the fish tank, you must ask what is the purpose and objective that you want to get out of shifting a fish tank. Okay, because end up you can shift the fish tank and feel good. Oh, because 5 yellow, because tree killing, or because Tai Shui, whatever the case. You shift something. That shift is just making you feel good. But what's the purpose? End of the day, we are doing feng shui. There are 2 group of people who, one is to do feng shui because people say I do feel good heng hong what. The other group is you have an objective, then you see what are the things that you need to do accordingly so that your objective can be met. It should be the second one more than the first one. Okay, all right. Paul, if house has a combo 10 formation in period 8 already, if renovation for expansion was done, will it affect the original combo? Yes, it will. It will. Okay, and combo 10 anyway, for just a little bit of practical for friends, combo 10 combo 10 only works when your house got no missing sector. Okay, combo 10 formation, and if your house got no natal feng shui combo 10, at least look for an annual one. Then it's good time to do stuff with people. I've tried that before, it works. Okay, and use that year where there's a combo 10, if the annual staff flew in, to do good stuff, so that you go from level 1, level 0 to level 2. And then when the combo stars flew away, you are at level 2, you can get the ball rolling. If you start to get warm up in the year where the combo star flew in with combo 10 formation, and then by the time you want to get things kickstart, it'll be the 10th month of the year, then you are as good as you crank the engine too late, then too bad, okay? So don't do this kind of thing. Okay, Paul, alright. So combo 10, no missing corner, please. Kata, in Malaysia, you always see hanging cable outside landed house. Need to mitigate if cannot see the cables directly. But the cables are outside the house. Hey, you're talking you. Or maybe those cables are. Okay. First and foremost, yeah. In Feng Shui, there's one rule, okay? That we call it, do what you can still do. Ignore, ignore, but don't get hung on to what you cannot do. Okay? Okay. It is also one thing which it says this. You see, I got a friend who asked me, hey Marcus, do you do changing of names? Then I say, yeah. But now I don't. Then they say, why? Then I told them, you see, changing of a name is so freaking troublesome. You need to write the name every day 100 times for 100 days. It's a new name. You need to legally go and submit to change. You need to a lot of administrative work, legal work, a lot of paperwork, contractual works. So you see, then I ask them but at the end of the day, I realized one thing. The name is given by usually our parents or our grandparents. Probably some with the recommendation of Feng Shui people, master. Then the parents or grandparents choose the name. Okay. There is a sentimental value of how we are connected to our parents, grandparents in the family through the name. Then if you change that, it might upset our elders. Number one. And number two, you see, if there are many other easier ways to flush chi, make chi better, like mobile number, why go and change your name? You change your mobile number, it costs less than $50. You change your name, it's so freaking troublesome. On top of the paying the legal fees, paying here, changing there, updating here. Wow, it's gonna be a hell, man. So if there's an easier way, why go for the more complicated way? And there are many more easier way to refresh chi, to flush bad chi, stagnant chi, by purging in good chi. Why go for name changing when that's literally my last option? Okay, and that's why I don't change name now for people. Okay, so but rather do a lot of many other stuff lah. For example, mobile number lah. Okay. So objective, yes, objective. Jen, for CNI we put the what decker. After that, do we need to keep them? Yeah. During the CNY, everybody is putting, so the effects may not be that bad even if you put it wrongly. Now the tricky part is after CNY, people are keeping, and if you are still hanging down there, the next question is, was that location correctly hung, pasted onto the wall or anywhere? If it is not, then the Feng Shui effect of that will come in. Not that it curse you, but because you're attracting a certain chi that may be a screwing one, that thing will say about it because of the law of synchronicity. It's all about the law of synchronicity that we can identify. Okay, if you study Yi Jing. Okay, so yep, if Chinese New Year, in case you put wrongly, keep. Okay, Jen. Okay. Katan, if the objective is to avoid Sha Qi, no, that's not good enough. Probably you can see Sha Qi. I recall you posting something, right, with a pillar. You see a pillar can be a Sha, but the Sha must be affecting something. So your objective is to, if that something has manifested and maybe for example, you are staying in the house and there's one pillar right in front of the window or the door, then because of that ends up maybe the father and your brother are always falling ill, for example. So is to remove the Sha, so that's to remove the illness, the negativity of illnesses happening to your father and your brother. That's objective. Then you remove the Sha. Okay, the objective is usually not removing the Sha, but what effects? Okay, what are the effects you're trying to make better with? That should be the objective. Okay, hope they're still learning something. Augustine, mobile number easy and effective. Paul will not consider house expansion. No major reno. Okay, so now, okay, I've covered a few 101 now. So always verify if the person's past. You see, there are many people, okay, no offense, okay, no offense. But there are some people who are really good. But some people actually giving advices where you need to sometimes, some of the advices are really feeling good advices. So it's always good before we give advices. Sometimes the more important ones, we must verify with the person's past so that the remedy can be in sync. Or else, if you ask a question in Facebook, I ever seen a question, oh, my birthday is this one. Oh, my wife's birthday is this one. Oh, we have a kid that's supposed to be born in September, October. Can anybody advise the date for my kid? Should it be cesarean? I mean, this kind of question, you don't ask in Facebook. If you ask in Facebook, 10 people can reply you 20 different answers, and you got yourself more confused. Correct now, correct now. So, certain very detailed question, don't ask in Facebook, okay? Because you're gonna get more confused because people from everywhere, and not to mention some know the answer, some answers they think they know the answers. So and for those who are new, you get yourself more confused. So to avoid that, get somebody in your life that you're more trusting to ask a more in-depth specific question. Objective, back to objective. Okay. So now mobile reading. So for mobile, we can tell which aspect of Feng Shui is really good or bad. Okay, for those friends for those my graduates from MRI, this is a good chance for you to probably figure out yourself and see. I can cover that in my coaching class. Okay, for my graduates, my class one. For you, the rest of you, okay, mobile numbers is a very convenient way to tell. Okay, even without having your birth chart. Okay, so now today is really about let's have some fun. Let's not so serious. Okay, so anybody who wants their mobile, who's the one?
Doris.
Doris who?
Doris Tan.
Doris Tan. Doris Tan, my wife somehow got affinity with you. She selected you.
Okay, I'll call her.
Hey, actually, I forgive me. I may not have seen you personally, Doris Tan. I don't think I don't even know you. But let's have some. Hey, I need a number.
Yeah, you will know Doris.
I know her. Which Doris? Damn. Hey, wait. Let me plot. Wait. Give me a 30-second first.
Okay, Doris. Yeah, I'll put you online soon. You got to mute your computer at the other side so that you can read.
Okay, let me plot hers one first. Okay. Wow, Doris, your number you buy 41.
Okay, I'll put her.
Hi Doris.
Hi, hello.
This is Marcus, and thanks for volunteering, and nice to have you around, and thanks for staying through.
Yeah.
Okay, first and foremost, do I know you?
Do you know me? Yes.
Yes.
From
You help her to select a unit.
this Doris? Oh, I actually help you to select a unit, is it?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Sorry. Now because there's so many people around. Okay, nice to have you around. So now, let me show you. Let me plot out the mobile number first. Okay. What's the one? Okay, anyway, since I'm reading your mobile number, what's the one thing that you would like to know the most about to be better at moving next?
Moving at. I'd like to know my progress in my business.
Okay, can. So Doris, I think you. This is your mobile plot anyway. Okay, this is your mobile plot. I have to hide Doris' number so that nobody go and stalk her. Okay, Doris is a very nice lady. Don't tell her. Okay, Doris, permission for me to share a bit about you first.
Yes.
Okay, Doris, you are okay. You are a person that is pretty much stability driven, and you like to build fundamentals for people. You can be also a pretty homely person. You want to build things sweet for people, and you at times you can also be quite stubborn. Am I very far off? I'm correct.
Correct.
Okay. Okay, and you asked about business, right? For the business wise, yes, you are having issues of getting returning customers. I think the something about connecting out with people, or your business is not easily seen by people. So the connection part or the feel good on your product or service part is actually not done so well. You need to do that well, or else you'll be jing bo eng with a lot of people and nothing comes back. Who is doing the marketing part in your business?
I myself.
What OMO one man
Yes,
operation
correct. Yes.
who is doing the market? Who you are mainly doing the what part of the business? The marketing part, or the sales, or the operation, or the innovation, or what?
Uh, the sales side.
You're mainly doing the sales side.
Yes.
Who is doing the fulfillment side?
There's actually support from the company.
Okay. Uh, but one thing, although you can be a people person, but do you find yourself easily connected to people or a bit difficult?
I find that last time was easy, but now like a bit difficult.
You lost your mojo, is it something like that, is it, or what?
Yes, correct.
This number shows me one thing is really you got a partner or not?
No.
Oh, okay. You really need to do the marketing part well, or connecting part well. So if you are into the very niche client, you really have to do the connecting part well. Or else you will be quite xiong, because people cannot see your stuff, or people cannot feel your product or service. It's hard for you to even talk about revenue. Then the profit is gone. Okay. So you have to budget, you have to find somebody who's really good in that, and you either learn from them, you get some profit sharing for the first 1 2 3 months, or and then you test it out. If your revenue can grow faster, it'll be good. The issue is with the marketing is weak. The people able to see or feel about your product is weak.
Yes, I know that my marketing side is very weak.
Yes. I don't have your date of birth at all. As of now, so but it says a lot. And the feng shui part, okay. The feng shui part now, listen. Let me guess. Your house, where you live, at the southwest part of your house, are there stuff like exercise area, stadium, some track and field, bicycles, motorcycles, a lot of motorcycles or bicycles or vehicles parked down there, or exercise area? Is there something like that at the southwest part of your house outside?
No, now is construction.
Construction also
Another
lah.
building.
Yeah, construction also kena lah, yes. Construction also. That's one of the key reasons. Construction started 1 2 years ago, huh?
Yes.
Yes. That is hurting a lot. I'm going to teach you a method, okay? I assume you know date selection, okay? You're going to find a good date that's for yourself, personal one. Then that good date and time, you put a light source, electrical light source, at the exact southeast corner of your house.
Southeast.
Corner of your house, 大太极, big tai ji. Put a lamp, electrical, and wherever you can, you have to turn it on. As far as the construction is there, you have to turn it on. Okay. My guess is you within a 2 kilometer range, there can also be is there an exercise area or stadium or anything that is for old people to exercise one at the southwest?
No.
You go and check, you go and double check. There are cases where it is, but construction is also one of the key things. It's in the chart also. Yes, I actually forget to mention that. So select a good date, southwest corner of your house, big tai chi. Put a lamp, make a wish that improves connection and marketing of your business, and then you do the needful. Okay.
But presently, I did put an LED light in the southwest side.
Is the southwest Zun southwest or Sengye southwest?
Is within the
Yeah, put it at the Kun Gua. Okay, you
Okay.
don't put it at, there are 24 mountains. If you know Feng Shui, don't put it at the sheep or the monkey corner. You put it at the sheep mountain. Then really shit. You try to put it at the Kun mountain. Okay, Kun mountain is safer
Okay.
for you. Okay, because it's going to invite lesser issue. So reassess center of the house, Kun mountain. Select a good date. Put on the lamp, and wherever you can, let it be on conveniently for even the night time and the daytime. So select one that doesn't consume a lot of electricity, and at the same time do your needful on marketing. Okay,
Okay.
all right. And as
But for marketing side, how can I do it? Because I have this problem.
I,
How to
I
do it?
teach you one method. Okay, you find somebody that is also proven that he's good enough, you can consider to partner with. Partner don't have to be long term. Maybe they have a company, you have your own company, you all do some partnering collaboration, maybe for the next 3 months, short term. Then you see how they go. If they be proven good enough, okay, then you look at their chart got snake or not. If their chart got
Okay.
snake, lagi good. Okay,
Okay.
okay. As in year and month better still lah. If year and month don't have, the day and hour also have snake, then no 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 fish prawn also good lah. Okay. But they must be proven that they can help you first lah. Then you look for the snake. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Good luck to you.
Okay. Thank you
Okay.
very
Thank
much.
you. Bye bye.
Bye.
Okay. All right. What happened to me? Okay. So this is one of the way to where we look at the chart. Okay, to see. Okay. So if you all want to volunteer, do this. I'm going to, maybe later I'm going to do one more. Okay. Share this video. Take a snapshot. Send it to this one. Then my wife will contact you. We talk live. Then I can suggest advice for you lah. Free anyway. Okay. And if you do it right, the returns you're going to get is way more than the effort to share a picture. Correct or not? Okay. All right. Okay. So let's go back. So when you apply Feng Shui, one of the 101 is this. Hey, wait, I got some question here. Janet got question. Why need to do electrical light at south east? No. I might be saying wrongly. Southwest for Doris. Southwest. Kun Gua. Okay. South Kun Gua. Okay. All right. So, any other questions? Katan to create a pier. Zhu for guys above 35 years old. So put at right here. What are you talking? This one
Yes.
Walao eh. This one. I get it done when I was in my university day. Okay. Okay. So not like recently only. Okay. Okay, let's come back. So the next thing, so I will do one more consult. So if you want, take a snapshot, send to my wife, send to the number, my wife will contact you. Okay. So one of the 101 in Feng Shui is this. How long have I been talking? Oh, 1 hour already. Okay. Is this familiar applications? Okay. If you have some familiar applications, go for that first. If don't have, then you try something that you're less familiar, that you try out to gain more familiarity. Okay. Don't everybody say, if you know, let's say if you are very familiar with 8 mention, then you apply 8 mention. Don't get long term, short term. You're familiar, you have enough experience for its proven workability application. Do it lah. Then if somebody say, 7-star robbery, Jing hang on what 180 years, damn freaking rich, then you try the 7-star robbery, but you're not familiar, and then you try to fit in one. Don't do this kind of thing. Okay, when you are familiar with a tool, you do it. When you want to learn new tools, but okay, it depends. If you're coming from the angle of assessment Feng Shui for an objective, then get the familiar one. If you're testing out new formulas, then it's fair. But you don't try to always choose the big name ones, and then to forego things that you are familiar with. Okay, because you see a lot of people say, 奇门风水、易经风水，what else？ 悬空大卦风水，飞星风水，还有紫白 purple white 风水。which is the most powerful? I said power your head. The one that you're most familiar is your best kung fu. That's the most powerful one. Okay. So maybe don't ask question like which is the best one. the best one is as good as the person learning it, mastering it. So let me see, if a guy learning, let me ask you, karate good or Yong Chun good? You answer me now here. Karate good or Yong Chun good? Ya lah, Doris Pang ma, Doris Tan 我就不懂了 Doris Pang 我就懂 okay okay come back. So karate good or Yong Chun good? It's quite a wrong question to ask, right? They are different by nature themselves. But let me rephrase the question. If the person learning karate, every week learn 1 hour, because people say learn karate look very macho, very handsome, can attract a lot of girls, so I learn karate. Every week 1 hour. Then the other guy go and learn Yong Chun. Every day learn 8 hours, sweat like a pig. Wow, every time analyze, try to see what the move, make foundations good, fundamentals good. You tell me, then who is able to bring the skill to new height? The one learning karate or the one learning Yong Chun? Yong Chun because he put in more effort He is way better, the Kung Fu is better for him in Yong Chun And of course Yong Chun better Yong Chun better because this guy learned it more seriously. Not Yong Chun better because Yong Chun is really superior than karate. Get it sorted out. So the question all about tools, which is better is as good as the person who mastered it and helping it, using it, applying it. Okay, get that very clear. Get that very, very clear. So in future, if you see people asking this kind of question, you try to correct them so that we all will grow together, asking wiser question. Then we become wiser also, telling them the wiser question. Then everybody become wiser. Good, right? Okay, so always go for familiar application than the unfamiliar, unless you are testing out. Okay. So okay, so far any question? So far, are you all learning something or you all learning? Give me a love, okay? Then please the fat finger don't go and press the head if always press wrongly. Somebody always press wrongly one. Okay? Unless you really don't like then you tell me okay, I see how I can help you Alright, the next one thing. Forms then formula. Forms then formula. That's one of the reason why I say when you go to when you ask people to come to your house to do Feng Shui assessment they straight away go to a house and they take out low pan then you really have to be alert. The more authentic way is really to assess the environment. It's just like this. You are very good in your current job. Then after that you find that you want to look for a better opportunity. Then you are very good in what you're doing already. Then you quit company A, you land up in company B, and practically, if company B's culture is very different from company A, you can't be too yaya despite the fact you're very good, right? You need to blend in first, go work along the company culture, then so as to survive and so as to sit in rightly. Correct or not? So end up, it's still what thing? The company culture. More important than what you know. For a start, correct or not? So same thing, you go for Feng Shui, you don't see, measure, and take a look at okay, always look at the external environment and see what are the good and the bad. Even in Feng Shui, in Yi Jing Feng Shui, okay, when we apply Yi Jing, we're going to look at what? One of the ways is to look at the 8 guas, 乾兑离震巽坎艮坤, all the 8 sectors, and see the strength of each and individual sector. Okay, I'm telling you a bit more idea. Okay, we're going to look at Yi Jing Feng Shui. We're going to look at the sectors and assess the sectors and see whether the strength and weakness, how is it for each of the 8 trigrams, 乾兑离震巽坎艮坤. Let's say if the Qian Gua, you are pretty screwed and weak, and then in terms of timeliness is coming, then in terms of the issues happening, people in the house already got a lot of migraine. Maybe the mother got a lot of migraine. Then you still want to activate the wealth at Qian Gua. Then you're asking for more screwing out already. Okay, so because wrongly applied, if the person, it's just like 八字, if the self is weak, we need to have a way to get wealth. If the 八字is strong, it's another way to apply to get wealth. We can't use the same way for same everything. Although we know it's a wealth element, but that's an element. We need to get wealth. It's a different thing. Same thing for Yi Jing Feng Shui. We need to assess, to see, so as to know, apply appropriately. You see? Correct or not? It's the same logic, ma. If let's say I got muscle, my muscle is not small, not big also lah. If I see a weak guy, yeah a bit lah. If I see a guy which is 3 times my size of muscle, I of course wouldn't be yaya ma. I asking to be whacked ma. Same logic ma. Whether you are how strong or weak you are will determine the response you have, the activation you're going to do, the assessment, and the kind of activation. Okay, so that's formula, right now. Outside, the outside you cannot change overnight one. Okay, so always assess the form first, then the formula. All right, okay. So any questions? Janet Craft, yeah. So many types of what Feng Shui. How can ensure the qi correctly applied? Janet, how to ensure, the best way is, there's only 2 ways to ensure. Okay, you learn the tool yourself and you test it out. That's number 1. You get somebody who is proven good enough, workable, with good review. You get them to do the job for you and listen to the advice. So either you learn or you seek expertise advice. Unless you learn wrongly or you seek a fake guy advice, that's your affinity also. Okay, but some people went through a longer journey of path. Some people easily find the right person to learn or to get it done. Okay, so there's only 2 ways to solve the problem. But the key thing is these 2 should end up one thing, something that you are doing as an objective for the Feng Shui. You see the result. Then you know that the Feng Shui is workable. If you apply something, the result, out of 10 times that you activate, 7 times you see the result. Hey, it's a quite good hit rate already. But if 10 times you activate, you see 0 result, something is not right already. Then you look back at the fundamentals, the 101 again. Anywhere that is not clear or not right, before we talk about the tactical, the fundamentals has to be right. Okay, Janet, hope I answered your question. Mark Lee, mitigation activation needs date selection, including Reno. Atio. Okay. Yes. Okay. Yep. So more exchange is better. Okay, Ken. Thanks a lot, Janet. Thanks a lot, everybody. So have a nice time. Have a nice day, and stay tuned. Love you. Bye bye.